Hello.
Well, good morning.
Off the air, we always talk about fun things like toxic traits.
Yeah.
Uh, did you see that one meme that I posted a couple of weeks ago? And it's the tarot card reader, and it says, "These say you're the toxic one," and the girls all shuffle those mothers again. And I posted, and I'm like, and split the deck. Anyways, I'm realizing that maybe some of some issues are coming from me, and I need to go back to therapy. So I'm looking for a teletherapist. Does our insurance cover a teletherapist, or only if I go into a therapist? And your wife's a therapist. Is she allowing with the COVID? Are people even allowed to go into the office right now?
Yeah, I don't think so, but it's kind of up to them. I think she has like a couple. But
Okay.
no, insurances are covering teletherapy, and then on top of that, because it's so hard sometimes to get an appointment, because it's teletherapy, a lot of insurances are covering like out of area therapists as long as they're in like your insurance network.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. I'll let you do it.
yeah. So that's we're finding out that we can do a lot of things by video and telephone now.
See, I would like that better because when I was in the Valley, there's plenty of therapists all over, and I went to 3 different ones that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
But now that I'm up here, I would most likely have to go to Sonora every time, which is 45 minutes, and I would hate to go 45 minutes for somebody I don't like. So if I could just do it over the computer until I find one that I like, or hopefully the first one I like would be better.
It's hard to find a good one. I just reported my last therapist actually to
Did
the
you?
state board.
I'm wondering because you told me what had happened, and I
Yeah.
don't know if you want to talk about what happened. And I'm proud of you for reporting it because that was bananas.
Yeah, it was nuts. I mean, basically the long and short of it is he was telling me to say some things to my wife that I wouldn't say to anybody that I didn't even mildly like, you know? And
Yeah.
I'd had a session with him because he was new. And I thought this guy's all right. I'll give it a shot. I'll see what's happening. And then I had a second session, and he was very interested in my intimate life. And
Yes.
I thought this isn't right. Something's not right here. And anybody who's a far more broken person than I am could hear some of this stuff and like take it seriously and actually follow through on what this man is saying. And so I decided to go back for a third session and record it because I just knew that something wasn't right. And like I played some of it for you. It was audio gold. I mean, the things that
Okay,
he was telling me.
yeah, because sometimes we make jokes about maybe Ian is kind of the girl on the show and he can overreact about some things, right? This
Yeah.
was in no way an overreaction.
Yeah.
It was appalling to hear what this guy had to say to you.
And so
And,
and it's
and that means he's given this advice prior because he believed what he was saying.
yeah, no, I wasn't the first person he ever said this to. And
No.
and the thing is like I'm not really a broken person. I've got my issues, everybody does, but I'm also, pretty level-headed, and so are you, like we can
Yeah.
stop and look around and say, okay, something's not right with this. If anybody went in there, because when you go see a therapist, you're in a vulnerable spot, like if you're taking it seriously, you're talking with that person things that you would never say to another person, and so the things that he was saying to me, if anybody else went in there that was far more vulnerable, but wasn't self-aware enough to look around and say something's not right here, they could have taken this situation and caused some or taken that advice and caused some real serious damage. Like some of it bordered on like assault.
Yes. And you're using the word assault because the R word, we don't even like to come out of our mouths.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
If you're not sure what the R word is, think R whistle.
I was there and I heard it because Ian's like, can you please listen to this and tell me if I'm overreacting? And I listened and I was like, he is telling you to force yourself in a
Right.
situation that isn't wanted, and that's not okay. That's
Right.
exactly what it sounded like to me. So
Right.
when you reported that, how do you go about who do you report to, and how does that process? Like,
Uh, I reported. I don't know. I don't know what's happening now, but I reported it to my insurance because I got his name from my insurance, and then I reported to the National Social Workers Board or the California State Board of Social Workers. And so whether or not anything happens from it, I don't know. I've been told a few times we're going to give you a follow up to talk about this a little more, but nobody's ever really followed up with me. But yeah, it was all bad. It was all bad. It was all bad. So
yeah, it was. I was there. I heard it. It was bad. It's as bad as you're saying it is. And I've never, like, in the middle of it, I'm like, this is making me extremely uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah.
And I can hear your side of it going, no, what you're saying is not okay. Like, what you're telling me to do, I don't agree with you. And he was like forceful about his advice.
Right. That was the most troubling part was like, if you listen to it and this should scare you, I was the adult in the room. I was the one, like I was the one telling him what should be going on. I'm like, no, I don't think that's how that works. No, it is. I'm like, I don't think so.
And like, because there's this cute little like pause that you have when you're thinking like, am I being crazy? Because then you get like a little laugh at the end, you know what I mean? And you're like, and I could hear you go, no. And I'm like, there's a little pause of, am I the one being that crazy or no? I'm not.
He looked at me. He looked at me and he goes, Ian, I can tell that you have a sense of humor and you like to think that you're a funny guy.
Good morning, Cheyenne. Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Cheyenne. And he goes, and when it comes to radio, if I was ever going to do a radio show, then I would ask you. But I have a master's degree in this, and you've come to me because I know more about this than you do. I'm like, yeah, like maybe as an offender, but not in the moral column, not in the ethical column.
Nope. Oh my goodness. What do you have going on with your day today?
Oh man,
not seeing that guy.
No, I sure am not. I think I'm gonna head out to the. I think I'm gonna have some Dry Creek. I think I'm gonna go out and throw some discs around.
Is that the only place in the area that? Where's all the disc golf?
So there is. Okay, so what do we have in the area? I've only really been to Dry Creek, but I know Mickey Grove has a really nice one, a very popular one.
Okay. Hi Heather. I love Mickey Grove.
I know that Lodi has one. I know that Manteca, I think it's called Terra Ranch or Tierra Ranch Park. They have 9 baskets there. That's it's not really a disc golf. It's more like a practice course.
All right.
And yeah. And did you just make fun of me for saying practice course?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but listen. Here's why. Because remember in Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGavin was in the sand so much they started calling him David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hit trees so much that people start calling me Paul Bunyan. So, like a real disc golf course, disc golf course can have hazards.
I know exactly where the Terra Ranch Park area is. Okay.
Yeah. So they have 9 baskets there. There's no trees. There's no hazards. You make your own tee box. It's like you just sort of show up and say, I want to go towards that basket, and then you walk away from that basket and you throw at that basket. That's what I call practice course. It's a driving range essentially for discs.
There's one up on 108, Cheyenne says.
Where?
Like Oakdale, Sonora, or?
Yeah, you can't just say there's one up 108 and then, you know what? I bet it's the
Oakdale Country Club. You know what you should do? Pack up your bag and go to the Oakdale Country Club and walk in and ask him where you play the disc golf.
Hey, is this where y'all disc golf? I'm meeting a guy here. I'm meeting my double partner, Skylar. No, this is, Cheyenne. Okay. This is a huge pet peeve of mine. When you're talking about something and you're talking about where something is, like there's disc golf up 108. Okay, cool. Where? Because 108 is not just a mile long road. 108 goes a long way. There's lots of spots off of 108 where that disc golf
She
course
said
could
she
be.
doesn't know what town. She passed through it to go to Long Barn.
Okay, so it's somewhere
You
between.
know what, Cheyenne? Thank you for being more detailed about it.
Do you see my frustration now? Do you see where I'm frustrated with Cheyenne?
She knows we love her, so we can make fun of her, you guys.
Man, you know what, Cheyenne? When you wake up in the morning tomorrow, say, hey, better than yesterday.
She's looking it up for you.
Yeah.
What's your
Quicker.
Hey, Martha remembers you on the right. Am I on the right or you're on the right, right?
I saw you on Modesto Mall, remember? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I love the Modesto Mall.
See, she's
pretty
happy.
awesome.
Cheyenne, stop emoji playing and look it up.
Right, like less laughy faces, more where's the disc golf on 108 faces. Like I don't see. You know what the interesting byproduct of this disc golfing venture of mine has been is that you know how this is gonna get like a 12-year-old joke, but you know how like guys always look at other guys and be like, oh, I'll bet your right arm is super strong if you're single. Right?
Yeah.
Because of disc golf, like my shoulder and my back muscles back here are getting a lot bigger than my left.
So then you have to work out that left arm.
So I put my TRX straps up in my garage because I don't have any weights. So I've got some kettlebells and some TRX straps. So I've been doing that now because I noticed the other day because because my shoulder got a little sore. So it was that kind of, I'm like, I'm massaging my shoulder, but also it's feeling pretty firm. And then I went over here and I'm like, but this one, not so much. But this one, yes. So when I'm trying to impress the ladies, I'm just going to start walking around leaning out my right arm first. I'm just going to start leaning right first.
3 Links Camp. That's Miwok Village. Ooh, you would like it up there.
Oh, that's a ways away, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right up your alley. Hold on here. Visit Tuolumne Village.
That would be awesome.
So remember that time I went out with a guy and he took me all the way up to Miwok Village because we wanted privacy, and then we walked into the little bar in Miwok, and the bartender knew exactly who I was.
Yes.
That was the guy that we talked for like 6 weeks, and then we hated each other 30 minutes into our date. I saw his sister yesterday. We were laughing about it.
That guy. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, she and I were dying.
Do you guys still talk at all, like on a friend level?
No.
No? Okay.
No, when I started dating Chris, he was actually the most like respectable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So as soon as I started dating Chris, he was like, look, I'm happy for you. I'm sure I'm not invited to the wedding, but I respect your relationship, so I'm not going to write you anymore. He was actually, he's a cool guy. We were very different.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It takes, I think for men, it's different. I don't know why. I don't know why it takes a bigger man to look at somebody and say, you're in a relationship, I'll back off. But for some reason, it's harder for men to do that. And I think it is for women.
Yes, because when I started dating Chris, like men came out of nowhere. And I'm like, well,
right.
They're all shady.
Right. But then women are like, he's in a relationship. You know what? Now's not the right time.
No, they're not. Women are not like that.
Oh, okay.
No, this one woman that Chris worked with for years wrote him after we started dating and was like, are you single? And he wrote her back and said, why, after all of this time that we've worked together, are you asking me that now?
Right.
No, women are vicious.
I did not know that. I thought it was like mostly, I didn't think it was exclusive to men. I just thought that mostly men were like, you're married, I don't care. I thought women were more like, oh, he's married, I better not.
Oh no. Like my buddy Chris the other day, first he came on to my Facebook to be total insensitive to women and said, women, he wrote, we don't want to hear you guys talk about sports. I don't yell, get a new colander when you're watching Rachel Ray.
I saw that.
and then all of these things. And then he posts something about being out with his lady at the drive-in, right? They went to the series cruising. And women from my Facebook start writing him. And he was like, this chick and this chick are after me. And I'm like, I know. They're shaking. Literally after he posted that he was out with his girl, women started writing him. I'm like, after he put women down and they think he's kidding. And Chris is one of my buddies. So even though he's not kidding, like he doesn't bother me at all. Like I laugh at it. Right.
Right.
And he's not kidding. He doesn't want you to talk about sports in front of him. Right. So I do it on purpose just to annoy him. And then he posts that he's out with his girl, and these women still wrote him.
See, I didn't. I guess I never. I mean, I guess I thought it was possible. I just never really. I just thought it was more male based than female based.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I had a couple guys like write me. But they didn't. I had a couple guys like write me, but they didn't. I honestly think women are worse, and I hate saying that because I usually defend the female, but I went through it with Joe. I went through it like they don't care. I wrote and told her to stop writing my husband, and she wrote me back this long thing about what a stupid B I was for not allowing him to have female friends. Oh, you're not his friend.
Let's be clear about how you want that night to end.
Yeah. If you have to wait for me to walk away to come over and talk to my husband, you're not friends. You can talk to him in front of my face.
Oh, man. You didn't even ask me what I was doing on Sunday.
What are you doing on Sunday?
I'm getting my disc golf tag, so I have an official number for the season. God. You don't even
a tag, like a hunting tag?
No, you get these numbered tags, and they come up with a new one every season. And then when you play in like foursomes and doubles or singles, you can like play for tags. It's kind of like playing for peaks. And the higher your number is, the worse player you are. So I'm probably going to get like one of the highest numbers because I'm brand stinking new. But as I get better, if I go in like groups and play, I can be like, I've got number 100. Some guy could be like, I've got number 30. I'll be like, play for tags. And then if I win, he's stuck with number 100. And I get his number 30.
Like white elephant tags? You just trade them out?
It's it's just
better tag number.
It's for brag. I've never done it before. You have to sign up once a year, and so the sign up is actually coming up this week. So, yeah.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm glad you found something that you enjoy.
You should be making fun of me. I'm making fun of me. Like I need you to understand that I recognize how silly this is. That my new hobby is flinging around frisbees. I recognize how silly it is that last night I took my practice basket in the backyard and I took my 50-foot tape measure and I brought it out 30 feet and I was practicing putting for 2 hours in my backyard. I recognize how silly this is.
Nice. All right. Hey, girl. All right. I'm going to get the kids ready for school. You want to say hi? Come say hi. Hurry up.
Yeah, I think we need to. Where is she?
Come on. I can't just put the camera on you. You only have a hoodie on.
Layla.
Layla. Want to see how big she's getting?
Holy smokes. Is that a grown adult or is that Layla? Layla, is that you?
Say hi.
Hi.
That is you. Okay. Hey, Layla, how's school going?
Look how tall she's getting.
Yeah, I know. This is. I'm not okay with this. She's going to be taller than you, and in like a year, she'll be taller than you.
Bridget, she's taller than my sister.
Are you taller than Bridget now?
Yeah. So Bridget's 5'1", and Layla's about 5'2".
And your hair's getting so long. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where do you work now?
She's going to drive to school today.
Are you driving to school today?
No.
Wait, and her voice is starting to sound like a grown-up?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Go get ready for school, baby. Okay. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Bye, Layla.
Can you believe it? How big she is?
That's nuts. Sean, my oldest is what? He's a couple months behind yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. he's starting to get licky like that too, where like his hair is getting long. He's starting to do that like flip with his head, you know.
Your clothes are right here. Yeah,
So
I know. It's crazy.
He's getting a little emo. Did she get emo?
No, they got in a little scuffle at the park yesterday with some other kids. I wasn't there. They were with another parent.
Oh.
And it looks as if after comparing all of the stories that Joey was getting hurt and Layla jumped in and defended her brother. And so I'm having a hard time thinking about if and what I'm going to say to the mother of the two boys that twisted my daughter's arms at the same time and held my son down at the park. So yesterday was a rough day, and I haven't decided what I'm going to say when I pick them up from school today, if anything at all.
Do you know the mother?
No, she wasn't there. She dropped off her two children and left and went shopping.
Okay.
And then our children were with another parent, and he was at a different side of the park and didn't see what happened. And he spoke with another parent that we are both mutual friends with, and that parent didn't see what happened either. But I spoke with 3 of the kids, my 2, and then another kid on separate occasions, and all of their stories match. But since I wasn't there, like, how do I go, your kids are a bunch of jerks when I wasn't even there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really nervous about that first time that I'm going to have to confront a parent for something like that, or be confronted.
From what I heard, she wasn't apologetic, but wasn't rude either. She was just like, but I'm a little more concerned that she left 2 little jerk boys at the park while she went shopping. So I don't know how I've decided to handle it yet.
Yeah, that's got to be a tough one. It's got to be a tough one.
Because yeah, I couldn't call. I was trying to look her up on social media last night, and I told myself to back away because I was not in the headspace to call another person's parents yesterday.
Plus, you live in a small town, so you have to be calculated with what you say and who you say it to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I get that. I get that.
But when we had problems with the kid at Layla's school last year, it turned into a big issue between me and the mother. And I still have like PTSD from that. But her and I were friends, so that was really hard. So yeah.
They moved, didn't they?
Yeah. But she started writing me a little bit on Instagram, and we talk a little bit, but the kids don't talk.
Okay, so you guys have kind of come around a little bit.
Yeah, and she'll say things on my Insta about Joey, but she doesn't really say anything about Layla.
Okay. Yeah. That's got to be tough.
All I'm saying is that since my kid left that school and that little situation and came here, she's thriving. So
good. You made the right decision by moving out there. It's a good place to be.
I love their school. Their principal sent a handwritten Christmas card to every single student in the school.
Well, that's just showing off.
And new characteristics of them. And my dad's like, oh, all 9 of them? Get out of here. Yeah,
all 9 of them in that. It's all 9 of them in that combo: 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade class.
Yeah. Joey's in 2nd and 3rd grade, and there's still only like 18 kids in it.
So what you're saying is you need more people to move to Murphy's.
Yes. Yeah.
Or more tourists to come through.
All right, you guys. I need to get these kids headed out the door for school. We'll see you at 8. Bye.
Bye, guys.